Hello, we're going to reference Rezident. We got 3 of his tracks. Usually I reference 1 track, but for some reason we're gonna do 3 different ones today. Maybe it'll yield some interesting results. So yeah, we got Muse. We Can Make It. And Pure. 3 bangers. All right, so I have them all set to -6, and then on the main channel here, the master, I have a limiter bumping it +6. Lately, I like mixing and producing into a limiter, but I was usually just pumping all the channels at 0 or even clipping them before the limiter. But now I'm trying to have the source audio a bit lower and just bumping it in the master ahead of time. See how that works out. So that's what we're doing. And then when we get the kick going, you'll find out, but we're gonna get the kick kind of around 0 with the +6 already added. So why don't we just do that right now? We'll throw a kick on there. So start here. We'll just make this our little 8-bar section here. Because yeah, I think we'll start with the main idea of the track, the meat, if you will. So in Pure, on Anjunadeep's channel, YouTube channel, he was doing some breakdown of a few of his tracks back in the day, maybe 2-3 years ago, maybe 4, I don't know. But one of the kicks he was using was this one. I think it was in Pure, so let's copy that. One, 2, 3, 4 is the rhythm. That's it. We're at 123. And we have a kick. And like I was saying, let's try to get it. Let's just bump it up a bit higher. So we're peaking close to 0. Because the kick is going to be, you know, that's all you need in this type of music is a good kick. That's your driving force. So we want that to be the main kind of dominating factor in the track, and then balancing everything around it, mostly. And then there's certain sections that the kick will be gone, and we'll be balancing other elements around each other. But that's for later. So we got a kick. Now, what's our idea? Let's get some melodic stuff. Let's do like some chords. I've been using Scalar lately. Helps you really get some quick nice chords down. So I've been trying this artist thing. I just go to random artist and then see what they got. So sure. And then I just click on these chords, and then if I like them, I use them. No. I didn't mind it's maybe don't start with this one. Or since we are referencing, why don't we just do that? See what the progression of this one is. I was listening to the bass there. It was kind of like so we could try that, but let's just go back to this. Sorry, we're jumping around here. Try different artists here. David Carbone. Cafe. These are kind of nice. Let us get a different sound. Just start with that for now. Okie dokie. So I can just drag these and it'll give me the MIDI. Four bar progression. Is that what we want? So many options, man. So many options. How does anybody make a decision in this world? That one kind of sounds a little bit too early for that kind of emotion in the progression there. I do like that. That's a nice ending. Do we go with like an 8-bar? Like the second pass will be slightly different. Yes. It's okay. Also, I think in the one thing I picked up in the Rezident's walkthroughs of his tracks, he was rocking like an attack at like 3, close to 4. Usually I go, somewhere around 1, but let's try this. And yeah, I guess for your compressor settings, it's up to you how much bounce you want, in the element that you're sidechaining. So just kind of hold the threshold, drag it down or up, and listen to the movement and decide what you like for your track. Guess we could use the references to get an idea of what Rezident does. I don't want to get in the habit of, or I don't like copying things that closely, because that's just, what's the point? That's his style, right? I think I want a longer story like this. But let's first change the sound. Quicker attack, just so I want to figure out too much reverb and stiff. I want to figure out like the rhythm. Still a little hesitant about this chord choice. This is like the second pass. Let's hear how it sounds with the different ending, the alternative ending. Okay. Some nice like airy pads there. Little arp going on. That's like a guitar kind of sample lead. Ding, ding. All right. Quite a different sound for the pad, for the chord here. Sorry. A little crazy. This kind of noise. Just gonna get rid of a bit of it. It's a good little muddy. That's gonna muddy up the experience. I wanna do some sort of like get some percussion. Anything we can take from. Yes. Start with that. Snipe that little guy. Can we get a clap? It's a cool clap. Yeah, all of Rezident's percussion, drum elements are very cool sounding. May or may not work. Just want to maybe try to get rid of that tonal. That. Could duplicate it to strengthen the removal. That. We could try that for now. You double click on the graph here. Boots and cats. Here we go. And then we're going to layer it with loops and stuff so it kind of blends in there. But sometimes it's nice to just take some stuff, some source from your inspiration. Because we're all sharing sounds, are we not? We can level balance these to the kick. Listen, try to just adjust the volumes and make them sound cohesive in a nice little groove. You know, let's see. Try out some loopy poos. Like maybe just a fur. This didn't fit, but these are okay. Well, it's depending on the vibe. It's interesting to try and not always do a 2-bar, 4-bar, 8-bar loop of a percussive element. In this case, this is a 3-bar. And when you loop it, it's not always going to land on the same 2, 4, etc. Can sometimes work, sometimes not. Let's quantize everything, and then we'll apply a global groove, global swing to it all. Okay, quantize. A lot of texture going on in Rezident's tracks, so I want to try some sort of. I was playing around with this sound the other day, and it might work good here. It was like a train. It was one of my field recordings. And there was a train in it. So I guess I could just search for it. Was like the forks. Yeah. Like even that, like right there. 4 bars, perfect. Listen, just listen. You'll see what I mean. You can hear like a train kind of whistle because it was the brake sounds I liked the sound of it. It was a very pleasing sound, so I recorded it. And then you hear a crow in there, and it's kind of on beat, kind of. Let's see. It's like a little offbeat. So now to decide if we want the crow on the one, or there's gonna be a lot of sounds on the one already. So maybe it's nice just to have it offbeat a little. But we could maybe make it more. Where is it? Bring it forward a bit. Too far. Maybe like land it here. I'll try this. All right. So we're missing a bass. mean, not in terms of like melodic interest, nothing's really happening. We just have like a bass, not like the instrument bass, but like a foundation bass, which is kind of boring right now. So we can try maybe like an arpeggio. Make all these full length. Try. Also, I find it's kind of depends, but maybe a little boring to have a arpeggio just following the chord progression. Doot doot. I don't think we're going to keep this add layer. Just trying to stay true to the Rezident sound here. Okay, let's find a bass and maybe something more organic for this sound, for this chords. So we can kind of go back to the rhythm that we created, because right now it's getting washed out. Remember this? Remember these little... All right. keep that for now. I'm just gonna get rid of this because I know it's good to just cut the fat as quickly as you can. So let's figure out a bass. Right now we have that going on with these low notes. We could copy that for now just to get off to the right footing. Stick with Diva for now. I like the wow. Maybe less often. Let's figure out a pattern within this other pattern. I can see it already. Oh no. Not bad. I wanted this. Maybe we need sidechain to make it what I'm hearing, what I hear. I'll just go with that for now. See what we go with. But I want it more like we'll change that, less staccato, more of like a wow wow. Yeah, we'll play around with the ADSR and whatnot once we get the notes and the rhythm down. This isn't as satisfying as I'm hoping it I'm wanting it to be. Maybe we start with that, then we can introduce that later on in the progression. Copy these for now. You hold Control and left click. You can bring around some notes with you. Boom. See if we can give this a bit more slipperoony. Wow. Might be the attack that I might be wanting instead of the glide. We'll see. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we'll play around with all the automation later. Let's get the ideas down. Also, I just upgraded to 12 last week. I don't like how dark the automation compared to 11. Seems darker. Too dark for my taste. Okay. We still need, like this isn't enough for me. Like I like the ARP in this track. So what can we do with this? Try a different preset, or yeah, we'll duplicate just in case. This one can be like with an LFO on it. Let's maybe tighten it up a bit. Will it work better with sustain notes? Try a different, that's okay. We're gonna delete, now that I hear that, that's better than this. I want just like a piano, just as a more consistent chord base. So we're gonna open up Contact. This will take like 5 minutes, so I'll probably cut it out. But yeah, my Contact takes forever to load, especially the Noir piano, which I love. Nice to change the velocity on pianos softer, then you can just turn it up. And then even like change the velocities on individual notes to change the voicing. Yeah, let's make these all Is there a faster way to do this in Ableton 12? Maybe. Transform. Very interesting stuff here that you can get some crazy patterns. Maybe we'll play with it later. All right. Throw a RC20 on there. Is there anything we can just like snag? You know, I just love snagging stuff. I like taking things and repurposing them. That's cool. Let's try to put that into the track. $125. We're at 123. 125. Now it's synced up. Don't like the timing of that. Let's try. Not going to use that. Again, let's do like the not perfectly on the full loop. Do that, then just loop it now. It resets differently throughout the track, like how we did with this one. Yeah. quantize it. Bit of like a pre-sound, so fully quantized sounds a little weird. Let's do it manually. Better. You just double click these, it activates them and you can move them. I'm holding Alt as well to really fine tune the movement. So without Alt, it's going to snap to the grid, but Alt lets you slide it freely. Okay, there it is. Like the voicing. This guy not really working out. Leave it for now. That could be like a cool other section if you just change the attack on the bass, kind of like a that could be like a intro part or something. I'll show you what I mean. And then the attack would go down for those, or even get rid of these. That could be a different section we could play with later on. Add our ambience. Still missing like that like hook, you know? What's it gonna be? It could be a vocal thing, but that could take many hours, minutes to figure out. Let's try like a repeating melody or something. Just listening, it's good to listen to the track and see if you can pick out any sounds any harmonies that your brain is connecting. Many ways to tackle this next part. You could noodle around on your keyboard, find some MIDI, find a sample. The world is yours, man. Let's hit up Sakura. Been liking the sounds that they sent. And maybe try a pluck and noodle around. Just gonna figure out the scale, so that it was E minor from scalar, I think, which means nothing to me, unfortunately. E minor, so I just gotta figure out, oh, maybe this will tell me, I don't know. Just gonna hit notes on the keyboard and then find the ones that sound pleasant within the scale. Sorry for any profesh players, like, fuck, just play the right notes. bass notes. Quantize it, not 100%. Let's do 89. You know. 91 actually, because other reasons. I like the note choices. Not fully set on the rhythm. Something more sparse, potentially. Da, da. What's it gonna be, man? What's it gonna be? Rhythm's not bad. Okay. Maybe we run with this for a bit. Clean it up a bit. Did I not quantize? They're not moving. Oh, was I looking at the wrong one? I'm also not a big fan of having everything on the grid, unless it like sounds like shit, but it's good to have a bit of looseness. We messed up this kind of sequence here, which could lead to a happy accident. What's this going to sound like? A little too not uniform enough for me. Wish I'd... Okay. Just this part needs to come tighten up a bit. I don't mind this part. It kind of goes with the bass movement. Beauty. I like this little pause here. Kind of breaks it up from the repetitiveness. This part's still not perfect. Bass gets really low and flabby. Does it harmonize well with it? What's it sound like an octave above just to hear it? Cool. Not too bad. I'm gonna go take a bathroom break and we're gonna fix this up. It's almost there. It's almost there. Okie dokie. After taking a little break of this bass, I don't know if I like this part as often as it does happen. I'm also producing or mixing or whatever, just doing all this stuff with my audio interface really quietly, trying to get in the habit of just working on music quieter. So yeah, hopefully the levels are good. I think it helps quietness so you can kind of really get the balance right. But yeah, I guess we'll find out later on when we listen back. Let's work on this. Figure it out. Okay, it's like a little loose, which isn't the worst thing. But let's go back to the drums, add the swing, and then decide if it's gonna work. Just trying to listen to the whole thing as a whole, and just if it's all swaying, moving together nicely. So before we make that decision, I've been using this guy. Actually, really any of these fun to play around with, but the timing quite low. So let's show you what I mean. Put it all on the drums. Actually, these are all not being heavily affected. If we have a different loop, it would make more of an impact, but just gonna mix it. So the timing, this is almost like the mix knob. So I'm just gonna mix it into how much I like. It's also nice like to not look at the number, just get it ready to swipe up or down and then just look away, close your eyes, and then just go based on the sound. Pretty heavy affection. We don't really hear this stuff too much. If we had it louder, it would make a much more impact. So again, I think might have to adjust this the more if we add more percussive layers, which maybe we'll do right now, and then see if it actually makes sense, this groove percentage. You can apply it to see what it does to the waveform. Sometimes it's fun to add. So we get this new MIDI here, this old sound. Trash. Okay, let's... Yeah, I kind of like how it's not exactly the same throughout the loop. It's nice. That's okay for now. Part of me wants to try some delay on it, and then also some other presets, either to layer or just replace the sound. But right now it's sounding pretty vibey, pretty chill. Is it the Rezident vibe? Doesn't have to be, but let's kind of freshen our palette again. We'll put the hype moments where we're building right now. A lot less energy that can be accomplished with faster and higher frequency percussive elements. Also some like nice higher frequency pads. What's this? An ARP. He does have a lot of like, almost like kick fills. Right now we're just at. Let's try to add some more movement to the low end kick area. Let me just duplicate that. Bass. Let's find some nice movement with kick and bass. Let's shorten this new one. I'm just checking the sub area to hear how the bass and the other kicks are playing. Because you probably, yeah, if there's bass here, you don't need a kick. or a kick fill at least. Already some stuff there. Just trying to play with each other, you know? And then have the kick fill quieter than the main kick, ideally. Because again, this is your big boy, and then the other ones are kind of the supporting cast. Maybe a different turnaround on this back half. cat wants lunch, so I'm gonna go feed her. And then we're gonna either add a delay to this or layer it with a different sound plus a delay. Yo, same shirt, different day. Fresh ears. Let's give this a listen. Actually, I think when we left off, we were gonna play with this sound, weren't we? Do that real quick. Those any flaws? Nice layer. Oh, easy. How about an omnisphere, some sort of like maybe a playable texture type vibe. Fills it up in the mids. By widening it. Also widen this guy, put a Haas. Press a bit of the low rumble. crow anymore. I guess I couldn't really hear it. Not like you need to hear it in the... Layer, higher frequencies. We'll see what it sounds like. Something simple for now. I'm gonna try to put some top notes on this chord stack. More sustain. Lower movement. That's faster, isn't it? I want to get the notes first before we figure out the sound. I can even find the note that is stable throughout the entire progression. One that sounds really good, or sounds good with everything in the scale. I think that works. Oh, we'll try something else. was nice too. Having a single note playing throughout creates that tension. Thinking about some sort of movement though. Add another layer with the Omnisphere. Find some cool texture. Even we'll try this first. Pan it. flying around the stereo field, I like to go mono just to make sure everything's still kind of in time and audible. Put this thing on the master, change it to mono, bind. I think I like this better than the reverse saw. Yeah. That's nice too. I like the ramp up to it. Good here. A lovely lady singing. Wish I had one of those in my back pocket. A lot of melodic stuff going on. Maybe too much, but it's nice to stack it and then maybe peel it back in the arrangement. You could add a bit more energy to the drums and then, yeah, that's looking nice. Even just like... I was watching, it was like a nine-year-old video on YouTube with Lane 8 discussing his track on and on and on and on and on. We don't need a minute. Do 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 do. For some reason, the title is baiting me. You know, it's one of his original hits. But yeah, he was talking about he did like a parallel compression 10 channel with his drums. So we'll just try that. Around with the settings in a sec. Cued the lows out a bit. Then he had, what do you do? What was on there? Oh, compressor. What kind of compressor do we want to use? Oh man, we got many. We got many. Let's do like crazy, try hard, unnecessary. Okay, here we go. What kind of parallel? Well, we're using parallel, so we don't want to use a parallel on a parallel. So solid. Old glue. Pickle the bus. That's cool. I like that one. Crank up the mix. Pickle the bus. Drums. I don't know if I think you just sent the whole group to it, so we're sure. And then he also messed with the volume. So. We're not hitting the compressor, so let's up the freshy. definitely brings things forward. Listening to the drums, where they're sitting in the mix, and then we'll hear ours. Even though this is a master track, but kind of just do the best you can with what you think. Grooving nicely with the kick, I think a bit better. More energy in the drums. 16th hat or another shaker, some sort of shaking. This one's kind of low in the mix. Track sounds nothing like his, but that's kind of the point. Just using it as inspiration to just come up with something. We'll get rid of this. Explore some top loops. Messy, little tighten it up. also don't even... What was that noise? We also don't have to get super energetic, because the way this track is kind of fleshing out, this is kind of the vibe, you know? It's like, yeah, just chilling. It's the most popular. Taking it. Maybe not the last part, but the hoo hoo hoo. It's coo coo coo. This tail that we could use this. That's nice. Warping algorithm is much different than splice is. Yeah, you can copy the modified sample. There you go. Cool. This could also be other texture, could be a layer. Okay. as is. I like that this part came of it. That's sick. You always just consult Tantra. See what she's got. Like some bits of this, so we're gonna duplicate it, flatten it, and then pick the cool parts, and then try another Tantra preset or something, combine them, and maybe that'll be our unique spin on this vocal sample. So it's not you don't just like throw it in and use it as is, which is fine, but sometimes it's nice just to get a bit more creative with it. Mix it into the track a bit more. Flatten it with the sidechain. Usually I would turn that off, but in this case, we're chilling. listening to all the elements, kind of lose this now, or is this going to be our main, you know, sound? Dude, let's try roar. I haven't really touched roar yet. Okay, we're gonna find some other sounds for this. Making my shoulders go up and down. That's a good sign. This part sound like with this slow attack bass that we moved over here a while ago. Slow attack bass. On this bass, I think it could work. A little too farty right now, too little, but it's got a nice vibe. Okay, so we have a lot of elements now we can start playing around with. Not really gonna, I feel like we got what we needed from Rezident. Now we can kind of just spread our wings and fly. So yeah, not gonna probably look too much further into these guys. Place things around and decide where it wants to go. A lot of options. Thinking in terms of energy and tension, building a story, a journey. Let's start with some of this. I think we can start off into the womp. 16 bars here. I have my marker set to D, so I can like just place it anywhere with the D. Love that. Now we're thinking about how we're going to get to the bass. Oof, I can already tell it's going to be sweet. So, chill, ambient, melodic stuff. Try this. Accidentally left this layer off, and now that I left it off, that's actually kind of nice to leave it out on the initial hit here, and then we can bring it in the next pass to give it more of a build. That's cool. It's a nice accidental arrangement discovery. This way you're focused more on the bass coming in, and then this is kind of airy in the background. And then once you hear like the bass once, you bring in this guy, some new interest. That's a nice tail. I wonder if we could do that and then fade that back in. Might work. Control I for some time. I like to place markers every 8 bars just to keep for like a visual reference. Help stay organized and understand where you are. Then labeling it like bass drop. We'll build it. Somehow we'll bring in this guy. I have more reverb and a tail at the end of these. accident potentially there with taking out the kick there. Maybe make that work somehow. Drums definitely need some more energy eventually. Kind of cool with some automation and stuff. We can make that work maybe. I want to play around with the idea of having melody in the intro and then just cutting it out. The bass drop there. Automate it in. Maybe if we had some sort of delay automation, feedback. I think we should just lay out the arrangement before we get into some crazy mixing and automation stuff. So yeah, things aren't going to sound cohesive right away, but I would like to just get the arrangement idea down, because all the mixing, like final mixing and automation and final kind of textures and layers, it's like another like maybe 5 hours of, at least 5 hours. I mean, whatever time is, it could be an hour, it could be 2 hours, but it's kind of tedious and maybe less enjoyable for a video. So let's just keep rolling. Let's commit to an arrangement and then, yeah, what happens. Something could potentially come in here. Chords again. If we're thinking about this, if we duplicate that, you can see this chord, the second pass actually should be here. Not that it needs to happen like that, but let's see if it makes more sense that way. And then 32 bars, that's usually a nice little chunk of a kind of chorus drop section. I mean, you can go as long as you want. I'm thinking the bass drops out after 32. I've been doing lots of like long breaks lately, and I don't want to do that. So, let's find out a way just to keep the groove kind of continuing along. So we can consult a reference, but I'm thinking maybe like a 16 bar, almost like this will be almost like the next build instead of falling into a dreamy break, which like I said, I've been kind of doing lately, but this time I don't want to. Cute. We should decide what we're gonna drop into. Work backwards from there. So kind of like that. Sounds all right. Let's give it a go. Kind of weird. It's not fully cohesive yet with like this kind of comes in nicely, but when it comes in maybe isn't the right time. I heard when that little sounded really cool, and maybe I want to expand on that sound, that note even throughout this part. So we might sample that, put like a feedback loop on it or something, or just try to emulate it with a synth. Freeze this sidechain off. Yeah, like that. Cool tone. Do. Come back to that in a sec. Fade these guys in. Excuse me. Okay, and then let's go back to this guy. About some reverb. Something creative. cool ideas in there. Definitely worth finishing, fleshing out this back half, making it maybe make a bit more sense with this part coming in, or when it comes in, or maybe it changes in the note choice. But yeah, let's do one final. Oh, let's do like a bit of drum reverb. And then we can do some maybe like reverb swells to make the transitions a bit more cohesive. And then that should cover the general idea of this song. I like to mix it in just so I start hearing it. That depends on the mix, but also this one's kind of long, so let's. Could add a little side chain to the reverb channel. Gotta stop copying that one with the gain boost. Bit of bounce in the reverb there. Bit of air in there. It's nice. Bit of room. And let's just fart around with a supermassive for quick ease of use. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Hydro harp, Cygnus, both nice. OTT after too is nice. A little bit. Okay, let's put some more verby on this. Neato bandito. Yeah. Cool little vibe. Thanks to Rezident. From here, it's just kind of listening to it back and forth, making transition changes, adding, you know, little melodic flourishes and drum fills and ear candy, stuff like that. Mixing. This was pretty interesting. Like, look how we're crunching. We're getting crazy. Either way, I don't notice much, if any, problems with that sound. But when it comes to mixing, maybe that'll be a problem. Or just turn it off and yeah, mix without it. But yeah, like I said, just kind of mixing as you go, slowly, piece by piece. Very tedious, but fun. Oh yeah, lots of automation too. Like this bass, like everything needs to be moving with ADSR, frequency, automation, auto filters. I do a lot of utility automation too for volume. Reverb, swells coming in and out, so lots of stuff. Bye.